Lunatics, what is happening? How is everyone today? Hopefully you're all having a great day. Thank you very much for tuning in. Of course, if you're new around here, I'm GoreCore. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to have another music reaction. Today, we're checking out a band by the name of Wage War. We're going to check out their song and video entitled Song of the Swamp that comes off of their upcoming EP, It Calls Me By Name, which is due out on April 17th. Now, I'm not familiar with these guys whatsoever, but apparently they play metalcore and they're based out of the States. But before we get into this, I do have a favor to ask of all of you. If by chance you're into indie horror and you can spare 7 minutes out of your extremely busy day, it would mean the world to us if you could check out my debut horror short film, The Treatment and the Cure. If by chance you're a fan of 80s vibes, you like a little bit of blood and splatter, maybe a little bit of dark humor, this might be right up your alley. We hope to pursue doing more short films in the future, and for that to happen, we really need all of your support. So you'll find the link in the description as well as right here. If you can check that out, that would be great. Of course, if you enjoy it, then please like it, comment on it, and of course, share it with your friends. But let's get back to this reaction and see what Wage War is all about.
There's a dark swarm growing from beyond the trees. It feeds on the spoils, killing more than it is. There is no suffering, a silence in the song of the swamp. It's like no look fate for your life to the top. Stop! Stop!
Nice. That's the relief.
Set apart from the cower of the common man. Deep down in the shadows of the pale moon, there's a battle within you for clue.
Got a lot of rats. Chunky part. Some funky riffing.
There's a way in the water beyond godless eyes. Eyes roll back when the teeth bite down. The beast stays fed and the wake will drown. Deeper and deeper down to the bottom you go. Lethal birds for the bottom feeders and flesh for the crows.
Alligators, the American version of the crocodile, lie hidden in the swamps. Fish are the basis of their diet, but they eat anything they can overpower.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to get swarmed by a bunch of alligators. What's larger, crocodile or an alligator? And there we have it. That's my first time checking out Wage War, and I have to say I definitely enjoyed this song. Now, the one thing that does throw me off is that this is labeled as metalcore. I find it hard to differentiate this from deathcore. What is it about this that makes it metalcore as opposed to deathcore? Or are there other songs different and they're typically metalcore and this is a little bit different? I don't really know. I'm new to this band, so if you're someone who listens to this band on the regular, let me know. I'm definitely curious to know what the difference is, because there are definitely bands that label themselves as metalcore that really feel like deathcore to me. It definitely seems to be a fine line at moments. For me, typically when I think metalcore, I'm more apt to think like a little bit more of a shouting vocal, not quite so guttural, and probably some cleans in the mix. That's kind of what I picture, and typically I'm not a big metalcore fan. So I saw this video pop up and thought, hey, let's check it out. And then when I saw they were labeled as metalcore, I was like, oh, did I just make a mistake? But no, I didn't. This was fantastic. Definitely enjoyed this. It was heavy as hell. Musicians are doing a fantastic job. Everything flowed nicely. Made me want to headbang. Makes me want to break stuff. So it definitely is doing exactly what it needs to do. It's bringing the aggression, and all the playing is fantastic. It's good songwriting. So only good things to say here as far as the video goes. Definitely enjoyed that. It was very nicely put together. You know, I don't think I want to be surrounded by alligators, so Song of the Swamp, you know, it definitely suited. They were in a swamp, you know, the imagery is fantastic, it works nicely, you know, only good things to say here, really. Now, I don't think this is anything particularly groundbreaking or anything, but it's definitely solid and heavy. The production was fantastic, so I really only have good things to say here. But again, this is only my first time checking out the band, and it's always hard to judge a band based off of one song only. So let me know how this stacks up in comparison to their other tracks, and if I should check something else out. You know, I'm definitely curious, and if nobody gives me a suggestion, then, you know, maybe I'll just check something out in my own time just to see the comparison, because, like, to me, this feels more deathcore than metalcore. But again, labels are labels. Everybody's got a different one. Good music is good music, and that's really what it comes down to. This was aggressive and disgusting and totally up my alley, so fantastic stuff. Now, if this is your first time checking out the band and you enjoyed this, then I highly recommend you go check them out, see what you think, and if you do enjoy them, support them, like any band that you enjoy. Of course, if you ever want to support this channel, then please subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Impale that like button, and if you'd like to get our future updates, stab the notification bell down below for that. Also, don't forget about those socials down below. You can follow me on all the major platforms. The original link is down there. And I also play in some extreme projects as well. You'll find links for that below. If you take the time to listen to something, I would love to get some feedback from you. But first and foremost, check out my short film if you're a fan of horror. That means the most to me. It's what I'm really trying to push at the moment, so that would go a long way. Definitely appreciate everyone who's already done so. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of your support. Hope everybody has a great day. Cheers, everybody. Stay sick.